Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another unboxing. Super excited about this. This is something I've researched for a while, so we're just gonna get right on into it. So, let's just get super tiny. Big box, tiny box. All right, so the Wireless Go from Rode. Essentially, I've been trying to find something since I've had some videos in the past that had just entirely too much wind noise. And what I wanted to do was basically get rid of that wind noise. So the Wireless Go is a great solution to that now this has already been unboxed, if you also get the Lavalier Go from Rode. So we're gonna be talking about both of these, but we're gonna start with a Wireless Go system. So this is a very compact transmitter and receiver that plugs right into your 3.5mm jack with a cold shoe mount for the MediaMods for GoPros. So it was hard. This was another reason why I originally went with the MediaMod for the Hero9. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll make sure to leave the link for that in the description below. So go check it out and go see what you think about it. So inside of here, as you can see on the back right here, we've got our receiver, our transmitter, two windscreen furs or fur windshields, as they say, also known as dead cats. Then you get two USB-C cables for charging and then also updating the transmitter and receiver, a cable that plugs into that 3.5mm jack, and then finally you get a pouch that stores it all in. Okay, so let's cut this. Whatever. Okay. All right. And here's one. There's one windshield fur or fur windshield. There's two. Then we've got our USB-C to USB-A charging / update cable, our 3.5mm cable, and oh wow. So you actually get two of those, as I mentioned before, and then you have your instruction manual. So these aren't instructions, it's just safety for like the transmission and stuff inside of there. But this is super, super tiny. Okay, so I thought that these things were gonna be a little bit larger, but I mean, I'm okay with it. And what else do we have inside of this? Oh, don't eat this. All right, so that's all that we have in our pouch. All right, so this is your receiver right here, and then this is your transmitter. Basically, the way to understand which one's which is by the built-in omnidirectional mic, which is built straight into the transmitter. Okay, so this is how essentially it would go, is we would place this onto the side of the MediaMod. Okay, well, we don't want to start recording. And from there, okay, that's just an absurd amount of beeping. So before we get into like all the setup and stuff of this, is that this is the world's smallest transmitter that also has an external input for a lavalier mic. So one reason why I went with the Lavalier Go, and so we'll just talk about this. One is the frequency range of this mic right here is from 50 hertz up to 20,000 kilohertz. Whereas the Lavalier Go, and we'll talk about this a little bit more, extends the range from 20 hertz up to 20,000 kilohertz, which is what the normal human ear hears, as long as you don't have like any sound damage or anything like that. So these do come in black or white, whichever, same with the Lavalier Go. And these things are super lightweight, so for the total system, it's 62 grams. These are 31 grams a piece for both the receiver and the transmitter. All right, and you're supposed to be able to get up to a 7-hour use of these on a full charge. No idea what the charging time is from completely dead battery all the way up to 100%. So I'm going to be testing that out. All right, so we've got our battery recharge times for both of these after depleting them down to 0. So for the receiver, it took right around 2 hours, but for the transmitter, it took just around 3 hours. So kind of strange that it wasn't the same time for each of these. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get back to the video. All right, so we're gonna be jumping around a little bit, but we'll stick with the transmitter right now. So for the fur windshield, the dead cat, you have these two little tabs on the bottom that hook in right here. It should be fairly simple, I feel like, to get these hooked in. So we'll see how difficult of a process this is. Just kind of expose those, and I assume just press down. I'm expecting a click, but I guess not. Okay, so these are not working like I anticipated them to. All right, how's that? All right, so now it looks a bit like a giant Lego man with hair. Okay, so pretty nifty feature. Again, like you do have to like basically spread all this apart and then hook it in. It doesn't give you the satisfying like snap sound. You just kind of give it a little tug once you think it's in there, and it should be good to go. One thing this does have is if you know, for some reason forget your mic, you can just clip it on like so and talk like that. Again, you're not going to get that full frequency range as you would with the Lavalier Go though. So for your charging, you do have your USB-C ports on both sides right here. So I'm guessing that these down here, or maybe they're pair buttons. We'll just see. We'll hold them down for a couple seconds. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you hold them down for about 2 to 3 seconds. You get your lights up there, and then you also get this small screen on the actual receiver itself. And then on the receiver, it gives you your signal strength, and then also gives you kind of your volume, and then your receiving and transmitting battery life. So that's awesome that those are both included on that. So there's two other buttons on here. So you have a decibel button and then I guess a link or a chain button. So you can link up to 8 systems in a given range. It doesn't specify on Rode's website what that range is, but the range for these two to talk is 70 meters. So I'm thinking maybe that's the range. All right, so your decibel meter down here basically gives you some gain control. So if you know you're going to be filming at a high volume, you're going to want to pinged up all the way. But yeah, these are super easy to set up. So it's a 3-second pairing time, and it seemed to do that quite easily. So what we'll do just to test that is we'll turn this back off by pressing that button on the bottom, and let's see if it takes away. Okay, so it does take away our transmitting, and then also gives you that it's basically searching for the signal. So let's turn this back on, and boom, yeah. So super quick like pairing for these things. So we'll kind of like do a setup of this real quick and basically show you what the end looks like. So we're going to take our 3.5 millimeter jack, we'll plug it right there into the MediaMod. We'll clip the receiver in right here, and then from there we will plug that in. Okay, so, and this is basically what your setup will look like. Overall, super compact. It doesn't really give any more weight to the Hero9, which is a good thing, especially with this MediaMod on there. It's already relatively heavy now with that on there. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the Lavalier Go. So for the Lavalier Go, it also comes in black or white. I did black just because, again, like that's my color choice for pretty much anything electronic. All right, there we go. So essentially with this, you get this nice little pack, bye-bye box. You get this nice little pouch. Again, don't eat this stuff. Then inside you have your mic right here, and it's got a warning label, strangulation hazard. Okay, cool. Thanks for telling us that we could get strangled by this. And then you also have your mounting clip in there as well. But you do get a pop filter on here, which is essentially for like, or bees, or tees, stuff like that. So that way it doesn't, okay. So that way it doesn't distort your audio. So we'll cut this and hopefully not cut the cable. If we did cut the cable, I'm curious to see how well it would withstand because it is Kevlar reinforced. So it should be able to withstand most applications for this mic. So you get a 4-foot cable with this. That's also 1.2 meters. And essentially what you'll do with this is you'll come in at the top of this, plug this in, and then you should still get some speaking stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was super seamless. So this is what your clip looks like right here. There's a couple grooves in here at the front of the mounting clip. And then from there, you will just do one of these. And then you have your mic set up. Or if you want it more subtle, you come to the inside, do something like that. And then I don't know what you do with the other portion. Of course, this would get routed underneath or something like that, and then just have that in your pocket, or you can clip it onto your belt utilizing the belt clip accessory. Essentially, well, it's not an accessory; it comes standard on it. But yeah, so super easy. So this is essentially what it would look like. You come in here, you'll clip it on. Do something with these extra cables, and I don't know what that is. Came off of something, and that's it. Like, super simple. If you want this routed behind you, you can do that as well. So that way it's kind of out of the way in the front and is a little more discreet. So this is a really nice setup. Again, like, this is perfect for super windy environments or anything where you're like, okay, maybe I need a little less wind, or I am talking from 70 meters away, which is roughly like 210 feet. And this mic itself is powered by the 3.5 millimeter jack that's built into the transmitter as well. This is super compact. It doesn't feel like I've really got anything on. I mean, I know it's there because this is my first time using it, but overall, this is a super, super tiny solution to a big problem, or a potential big problem when it comes to windy conditions. And I like how this just fits right in there into the cold shoe on the Hero9 MediaMod. So really easy setup, very discreet. So again, it does come in black and white for both of these. So that way you can match up, if you're wearing dark clothes all the time or light clothes all the time, you can kind of, mix and match, especially with the mic itself. Now, these aren't the most inexpensive things, but you're getting what you pay for. So for the Wireless Go system itself, it's right at $200, and then for the Lavalier mic, it is about $80. So $280 investment isn't really that bad when you're looking at upgrading your audio for whatever it is that you're doing. But other than that, guys, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing, an overview of these products to hopefully elevate my channel to the next level when it comes to sound quality. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you've used this, if you like it. Let me know your feedback on this, because I know it's been around for quite some time. And it took me a while to do my due diligence of research in order to finally say, hey, this is what I want. But yeah, that's going to take care of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.